Hello and welcome to Legacy IS Academy. In today's video, we are going to discuss about one of the controversial news which has arose because Nepal has come up with a new 100 rupee currency. Okay? Now, what exactly is the news? The problem is that Nepal has come up with this 100 rupee currency in which it is denoting a map. Now, this map denotes these three territories. One is Limpiadhura, second is Kalapani and third is Lipu Lake. All these three territories belongs to Nepal and that is why they are showing this in their currency note. Okay? This is an ongoing controversy. India and Nepal ke beech mein this is a disputed territory. Okay? So, the map shows these three as a territory of Nepal and which has not received any kind of positive response from Government of India. Now, June 2020 mein, Nepal had already updated its map and the political map was already showing Limpiadhura, Kalapani and Lipu Lake as their territory, Nepalese territory. And India has not liked this kind of statement coming from the government of Nepal. So, June 2020 say there is this ongoing controversy between Limpiadhura, Kalapani and Lipu Lake which has been fueled because of this currency being released by Nepal. Okay? So, what is exactly the boundary dispute? So, the boundary dispute begins with Treaty of Sugauli which says that River Kali will form the boundary. River Kali will form the boundary between Nepal and India. Okay? Anything which lies to the east of River Kali will be belonging to India and anything that lies to the west of River Kali will be belonging to Nepal. So, the river flows like this. So, to the eastern side is India and to the western side is Nepal. Okay? So, there was no problem till here. But the origin of Kali became the problem. So, there are three territories as we discussed. This is Lipu Lake, Limpiadhura and Kalapani. Okay? So, Nepal claims that the origin of Kalapani is Lipu Lake or Limpiadhura. Okay? So, because this is the origin, so this territory will also be belonging to Nepal. So, we have Nepal like this. So, Nepal claims that this is also an extension of Nepal itself, okay? Because the origin of river Kali is here. So, and the river Kali flows like this. So, all of this territory will also be belonging to Nepal because as we discussed, anything that lies to the west of river Kali, because this is the origin claimed by Nepal. So, anything that lies to the west of river Kali will also be belonging to Nepal. So, this entire territory is claimed by Nepal. But what India says is there is a place called Pithoragarh in Uttarakhand. So, Pithoragarh is considered to be the origin of river Kali in India. So, if this is the origin, so from here you take this territory, from here this is Nepal, but this territory should be belonging to us. Okay? So, this is the debate between India, Nepal and India as well as Nepal. Okay? Here is Nepal. This is the disputed territory, here is India. This location is Lipu Lake, which is exactly at the tri-junction between Nepal, India and China. Okay? And Lipu Lake is also important because it is a strategic location, the tri-junction location, and Kailash Mansarovar Yatra crosses over through Lipu Lake junction itself. Okay? So, the origin of Kali river forms the boundary, that was the Treaty of Sugauli and there was no problem with this. But the origin of river Kali, whether it is Pithoragarh, an extended portion in Uttarakhand, or whether it is Limpiadhura, or Lipu Lake as claimed by Nepal, this has created the problem. So, what is the background? This has been declared as an observation zone earlier. Since 1962, both India and Nepal government has accepted this fact that it was declared as an observation zone. Observation zone matlab Indian troops can also come and sit here and check the military movement. Nepalese troops can also come and sit here and check the military movement. Okay? But the Nepal says that it had offered Kalapani for Indo-China war. So Kalapani territory, that region, was offered to India by government of Nepal to check military movement for 1962 war. But our troops has been sitting here since 1962. So more or less the occupation of this the territory, whether it belongs to India or Nepal, has a thin line to be found out from 1962 itself. Okay? So this is the background, but why did the dispute begin right now? That we understood that was a controversy, the currency related controversy. But before the currency related controversy, Government of India and specifically the Defence Ministry has inaugurated a new road linking India and China via Lipu Lake. So India and China, so this is the Mount Kailash through which to which the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra crosses, and this crosses through the Lipu Lake Pass. And we have proposed a road project for this by Defence Ministry. Okay? So Nepal have objected to this and said that 2014 agreement between India and Nepal, the Prime Ministers of India and Nepal in 2014 was this, that this is a unresolved territory and this is a persisting boundary issue and we have not been able to resolve this, so you will not be allowed to carry out any construction in this area. Okay? Nepal's parliament had also updated this map, as we discussed. June 2020 they had updated this map, and India rejected Nepalese parliament's claim of the political boundary owning Limpiadhura, Kalapani as well as Lipu Lake. Okay? And we called it as a unilateral decision, and we have asked the Nepalese government previously also and reiterating it again that we are ready for any kind of dialogues. Okay? What are the other disputed territory between India and Nepal? One more region is the Susta region. Okay? Susta region, this lies at the boundary, it sits on the bank of Gandak river. Okay? Now again the problem is same here. Treaty of Sugauli says that west of Gandak is Nepal. West of Gandak, if the river flows like this, so west of Gandak will be Nepal and east of Gandak is India. Okay? Now the river itself has changed its course. Gandak itself has changed its course and has shifted east. So and has shifted west. So they have handed over, because of the change of the course of Gandak river, change of course, Susta has come to the eastern region of Gandak. Okay? So now because it has come to the eastern region of Gandak, so this now belongs to India and that is not being accepted by Nepal. Okay? What is the advantage of Susta region? This is the fertile alluvial soil region. So agriculturally this is very rich region and it is very close to the West Champaran district of Bihar. Okay? So these were the presently ongoing disputes, territorial disputes between India and Nepal. But what is the way forward? What should be the solution? First major solution can be that we need to have a permanent body to resolve these problems. Permanent mechanisms, as we know that Himalayan rivers have a huge amount of water plus the sediments carried by it. So this will keep taking place, that the river will continue to change its course. Okay? So we should be prepared for this and should be having a permanent mechanism to resolve all such controversies. Second, India should also be conveying to the Nepalese leadership, the government of Nepal, ki see, we are allowing your people to have occupation here, to continue their studies here. So education and employment is open for Nepali citizen in India. So they are having a very friendly environment. Plus, there are so many advantages of having open borders between India and Nepal. So such minor controversies can be overlooked if it promotes tourism for India also. Okay? Plus, we also need to understand, both Nepalese government as well as Indian government needs to understand that mutual respect of each other's territorial sovereignty is the key. Okay? So, until and unless there is military invasion in that region, or until and unless development is not taking place in that region, any of the countries should not be having any problem. Okay? So we need to respect their territory, they also need to respect our territory as per the original treaties that have been signed. Now with that we come to the end of this video. I wish you all the very best and thank you so much.